When we think of bravery in the Bible, names like Deborah and Esther often come to mind. But did you know that there are countless other women whose stories of courage and faith are lesser known, yet are just as powerful? Well, today we'll be exploring the lives of five brave women in the Bible you probably haven't heard much about, but whose faith and courage set them apart. These women trusted God even in the face of great danger, making bold choices that changed history. Their stories continue to inspire us to be fearless in our walk of faith. I therefore encourage you to stay with me till the end to obtain insights about the fascinating traits of these women and derive lessons from them. At this point, let's dive in. First on our list are Shifra and Pua, two Hebrew midwives whose courage was a critical factor in the survival of Moses. In the book of Exodus, Pharaoh ordered the killing of all newborn Hebrew boys, hoping to stop the growth of Israel's population. But Shifra and Pua defied the most powerful man on earth as at that time, choosing instead to fear God. Despite Pharaoh's command, they let the boys live. Their quiet act of rebellion saved countless lives and paved way for Israel's deliverance. Imagine the fear these women faced, yet they risked their lives to honor God, showing that sometimes the bravest acts happen in secret, away from the spotlight. Next, we meet Jael, a woman whose bravery in the moment of crisis became pivotal in Israel's victory over its enemies. In Judges 4, Israel was at war with the Canaanites, led by a commander named Sisera. After a brutal defeat, Sisera fled on foot to seek refuge in Jael's tent. Instead of sheltering him, Jael seized the opportunity to end the war. She waited until he was asleep and courageously drove a tent peg through his temple, killing him and securing victory for Israel. Jael's act was unexpected and audacious. Her courage in that decisive moment changed the course of history for her people. She reminds us that bravery sometimes is about taking bold decisions when the opportunity arises. The third is Abigail, and her story in 1 Samuel 25 is one of bravery through wisdom and diplomacy. Married to a harsh and foolish man named Nabal, Abigail found herself in a tense situation when Nabal insulted David, who was on the run from King Saul. Enraged, David planned to destroy Nabal and his household, but Abigail, recognizing the danger, acted swiftly. She gathered provisions and rode out to meet David, humbling herself before him and pleading for peace. Her courage in confronting a powerful warrior like David saved her family and prevented unnecessary bloodshed. Abigail teaches us that sometimes bravery is found in the quiet strength of making peace in the midst of conflict. The fourth on our list today is the woman of Thebes. Sometimes the bravest people are those whose names we do not even know about. In Judges 9, we find the story of the woman of Thebes, an unnamed heroine who helped save her city. The wicked ruler Abimelech was attacking the city of Thebes, and in a final attempt to crush the city's defense, he approached a tower where the people had taken refuge. But one courageous woman threw a millstone from the top of the tower, striking Abimelech on the head and mortally wounding him. The nameless woman's decisive action brought an end to Abimelech's tyranny. She shows us that bravery doesn't always come from fame or recognition. It comes from a single, powerful moment of action. I believe you are enjoying these amazing stories. Since you've come this far, support the channel by liking the video and subscribing if you are new here. We are growing a strong community to enlighten ourselves on the true knowledge of God. I would want you to join us in this journey. Proceeding to the fifth and last set of women are the daughters of Zelophehad: Mala, Noah, Hogla, Mila, and Tirzah. In a time when women had no inheritance rights, These 5 sisters stood up for what was right. Their fathers had died in the wilderness, and they had no brothers to inherit the land. In Numbers 27, the daughters went before Moses and the leaders of Israel, asking their father's land so their family's name wouldn't be lost. God affirmed their request, saying, "What Zelophehad's daughters are saying is right. You must certainly give them property as an inheritance among their father's relatives." Their bravery led to a shift in inheritance laws for the people of Israel, ensuring justice for generations of women to come. These women, though overlooked, displayed remarkable bravery in the face of danger, injustice, and impossible odds. From Shifra and Pua to the daughters of Zelophehad, their stories teach us that courage doesn't always come with a sword or a title. It often comes in the form of faith, wisdom, and action. As Joshua 1 verse 9 motivates us to be strong and courageous in the Lord, may their stories continue to inspire you to be bold in your faith, to stand for the truth, and to trust in God's plan for your life. If this video has blessed you, kindly show your appreciation by liking and sharing it with others. Don't also forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Final words: strive to be bold and courageous always, just as our God is. Stay blessed.